or erythrocytes contain hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein which consists of heme and globin. Heme is the iron containing part, globin is the protein. Because of the iron present in hemoglobin, it is red in color. And due to the presence of red colored pigment, all RBCs look red. And due to the presence of red colored RBCs, human blood appears red in color. The amount of hemoglobin in each 100 ml of blood is about 12 to 14 grams. Now, classification or types of WBC. WBC or leukocytes are of two types, granulocytes, agranulocytes. Granulocytes are those WBCs which have fine granules in their cytoplasm. Agranulocytes are those WBC which do not have any granule in their cytoplasm. The granulocytes are of three types, neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils. Agranulocytes are of two types, lymphocytes, monocytes. The proportion of neutrophils is the highest among all WBC, and the proportion of basophils least among all WBCs. Neutrophils comprise 60 to 65% of all WBCs. Basophils comprise 0.5 to 1%. The neutrophils and the monocytes have the same function. They are phagocytes. They are phagocytic cells. These are the two main phagocytes of human body. They destroy, they engulf pathogens, microbes, disease-causing organisms by a process which is called phagocytosis. So monocytes and neutrophils are the phagocytes, phagocytic cells. The lymphocytes, one of the agranulocytes, smallest in size. Monocytes, the largest WBC in human body. Monocytes, the largest WBC in the human body. Basophils. Basophils secrete three chemical substances, histamine, heparin, serotonin, and these are involved in inflammatory reactions. Eosinophils, they resist infections. Eosinophils resist infections and are involved in allergic reactions. Lymphocytes, there are two types of lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes. These are the two main soldiers of our body. They are the main cells of the immune system. They provide immune response to the foreign substances, pathogens or microbes which enter the body. They are T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, the two main cells of immune system. Now platelets. Platelets help in coagulation of blood. Whenever there is an injury or trauma or any kind of cut in the skin, platelets immediately come out of the blood vessels and surround the area which is affected. The platelets immediately secrete clotting factors. The clotting factors immediately initiate a series of reactions which ultimately lead to coagulation of blood to prevent further bleeding. Coagulation is a mechanism which stops further bleeding. It prevents loss of blood. So platelets secrete clotting factors which initiate a series of chemical reactions catalyzed by enzymes. Two such reactions are prothrombin, which is inactive, present in the blood, is converted to active thrombin by the enzyme thrombokinase. Thrombin, which is formed, now catalyzes conversion of fibrinogen, a soluble protein, into insoluble fibrin. The fibrin is the dark colored red or brownish clot, blood clot or coagulum, which is formed at the site of injury to block the loss of blood. Fibrin, just like a thread. Fibrin consists of some threads which form a mesh, which form a network around the injured or affected area. The fibrin is a mesh of threads called clot, blood clot, which is dark red or brown in color. In this blood clot, in this network of fibrin, the dead and damaged blood cells are trapped, and it prevents further loss of blood. Now, if there is a reduction in the number of platelets in your blood, there will be clotting disorder. And if there is abnormally high number of platelets are excessively high, excessively large in number, it causes thrombosis. Thrombosis means formation of blood clot inside blood vessels.